This is the Talk Nation. Free speech is the cornerstone of any democracy, and the right to speak your mind, even if it ruffles some feathers. It's sometimes about challenging the status quo, holding power to account. Some people say speaking truth to power. Even so, truth can be evasive. But that's the price of freedom, and we can't pick and choose which ideas are allowed to see the light of day. Lately, there's been a lot of hand-wringing about the state of free speech, particularly in places like Europe and Australia. They and a few others have been busy passing laws that criminalize offensive speech. Offensive speech that targets someone's race, religion, sexual orientation, you name it. They seem to have laws against it. But who decides? Basically, if you're thinking about saying something nasty there, it's safer just to keep it to yourself. The UK's Online Safety Act seems to crack down on the nasty stuff online, but critics say it gives the government too much power to censor online speech. Well, I think so, because who decides what's harmful? So there are freedom-limiting laws, but what happens when those laws are actually enforced? People have been arrested, fined, even jailed for saying things that wouldn't raise an eyebrow in the United States. Remember the guy who in the UK got arrested for silently praying outside an abortion clinic? Apparently, the silent prayers were considered harassment, and that's a problem. Seems like you can get in trouble for just about anything these days, and there are lawmakers in the US that would enact those laws if we didn't have a constitution that protects speech. Here in the US, we won't sacrifice our fundamental right to free speech because some people might get their feelings hurt. Yeah, hate speech can lead to real-world harm, but are laws really the best way to address these issues? Some say they stifle debate and create a climate of fear. When people are afraid to speak their minds, we all lose. I agree with that. Maybe people in Europe, Australia, and elsewhere need to protect vulnerable groups without silencing dissent. We should also acknowledge a large part of society with mental issues and are easily triggered. And maybe expressing how one feels is better when there's less confrontation. Here in these United States, it's a matter of choice. Elsewhere, your choices can land you in jail.